Let me show you how to mix a swatch. 5 by 10 centimetres swatch, and I mix it on a big bit of paper, and then I'm going to cut it down. We have the tools to the right. We have a one-stroke flat wash brush, Winsor & Newton, a nylon mixing brush, some water, a bit of Saunders cold pressed paper, not watercolour, 300 grams, not too much texture on it. The inevitable save me whilst you can rags, and these swatches here to calibrate, because I have to mix the same intensity of colour as these. Nice clean water. You have to be quite hygienic and clean here. We're mixing it maximum colour intensity, the ratio of paint to water. This is Permanent Rose. Mix it up well with a stiff mixing brush, a nylon mixing brush. Give it a good mixing. Mix it up to a good stiff milk, about the same consistency as milk. Next, try this dilution out on a scrap bit of paper. Notice I've painted 3 different dilutions: light, medium and dark. When this swatch is dry, fold it along the dilutions. And calibrate to the other swatches. Is it to the medium dilution, or is it the dark solution? Dark looks pretty good here. Remember, we're not judging values, we're trying to judge saturation of colour. Let's try the other swatches. Is that the same intensity as colour as that? Not the same value, but the same chroma, saturation of chroma. Oh, that looks pretty good. Painting thin. Watch out for these little impurities on the page, because they can granulate. You see, look, there's a little wee impurity here. And like in decorating, we go one way, then we go the other way, which is working a constant film. There's too much. And just recheck the calibration. You see, it's more or less the same colour intensity. Maybe a bit more colour in it. So I'll just mix in just a little bit more colour in this. You'll note that I didn't wet the page first of all, as you would do normally on a flat wash. You'd wet the page, because the reason why I didn't wet the page is because I don't want it diluting, okay? And here's a cloth. Just wipe off the excess paint on the cloth. And at this stage, it's not perfect, but we're going to let it just spread out, let the dilution just spread it out. And then the next day, when it's bone dry, it takes about 24 hours for watercolour to truly dry, we can cut it down to size. So it's more or less the same intensity the same saturation as these other two swatches.